egg.
As Bitcoin plunges below February 2022's low with no end to the tragic dumpage in sight, moon boys around the world send their mothers one final I love you text in the hopes that a spare bedroom is available at their parents' house, preferably filled with snacks and tissues to quell the pain. And with Bitcoin right now breaking a multi-year trend line of support, there's only one thing left that can save the baby bulls. But will it cost them everything in return? I'm poor, and over the last 48 hours, Bitcoin has dumped more than a Taco Bell employee. That's the whole joke. So you get a new channel, make sure to hit that like, subscribe, turn on those ghost notifications to never miss these absolutely time-sensitive alerts, as well if you guys are interested in any bonuses, deals, securing your crypto, because you might want to hold on to it for a long time, or alternatively, if you're interested in longing or shorting this market, there are absolutely very big links and bonuses below, as well as simulated trading here under Femex. It has been an absolutely very dumpy ride. Holding obviously has less risks if you have a very long time horizon, but taking risks in crypto at this point is pretty much guaranteed if you want to get ahead. But the big question is, are we in for months and months of dumpiness where trading will be the only way to make money? Or in fact, is that not going to be the case? That is a very big question, and we're going to be talking about that in this webisode. But more importantly, as Bitcoin is sinking as I'm recording this video, are we about to get dumped on? And as well, I have one Twitter and one Instagram, and they're in the description below. Every other account of me is fake. Without any further ado, let's get dumped on. Unbelievably big. Right now, Bitcoin, over the last 5 minutes, Bitcoin has initiated yet another little tumble here. And over the past like 2 days, Bitcoin is down 15%. Actually, no, over the past 3 days, Bitcoin is down like 15%. Absolutely very big. And that comes after, let's just see how much we've dumped since this. We've dumped over 50% since November of 2021. Bitcoin has been slashed in half from 69,000, very big, very nice, to below 34,000. And now, just as of the last few moments, we have broken this low that we set back on February 24th, which was right around 34.3, which was a higher low before that low, or came right after that low of January 25th, 2022 of about 33.2. And at this moment, we have not broken the lows, the ultimate low being right about 28.7, 28.8, depending on which exchange, right around high 28,000s that we set back on June 22nd, 2021. Oh, and as well, happy Mother's Day to the crypto mommies out there losing all their money with the rest of the Moon Boys as well. But as well, if we take a look here, yes, we have broken now this higher low that we set back 2.5 months ago. We are about $1,000 away from breaking the low that we set back January 24th. But at this point, this looks as though we are absolutely breaking out of this. But there's one thing I want to talk about regarding this after we talk about the dumpy side of this, because yes, very much dumpy. Again, potential, we haven't seen really a bull trap because it's just been straight dumpage. It's not like we had a very big pump to the upside, aside from this like absolutely very mini pathetic pump that we saw, like $1,000 move, where, this looked as though this was a falling wedge that could be breaking out. I remember this a couple of days ago, just literally 3 or 4 days ago. But no, Bitcoin has been absolutely completely dumping to the downside. But at this moment, we are basically on the verge of, well, actually looking at this realistically, yes, it looks as though we are seeing those confirmations of just what we might see as very much further dumpage here. But one of the things I want to point out here is that there absolutely is the possibility of that bear trap now. And one of the videos that we made just a couple of days ago, 5 days ago, this Bitcoin trap, and then also 2 days ago, the last video I did was Bitcoin bull trap alert. what we see happening basically is the potential for everybody to be piling on longs, at which point they can get liquidated finally and maybe see an absolutely very big squeeze to the upside. There are going to be a lot of people that a lot of people that short late. There's that potential for a lot of people that are shorting, a lot of late shorts to get in, not late longs, a lot of late shorts, at which point the people that have been shorting for the past few months or weeks, all of those shorts are in profit, very much so. But if you've entered a short over the last 24 hours, I think it's obviously a lot more risky, because at some point there is going to be a swing where the amount of shorts just absolutely piles up, making it very, very, very easy for the smallest little squeeze, the smallest little pump to squeeze the juice out of those shorts, sending the price on a rampage, further squeezing more shorts. Now, again, I think that's the only bullish scenario that can come out of this is basically a massive pile-on of short squeezes, right? The market is very leveraged, and we've seen that push Bitcoin very high, and we've also seen it push Bitcoin very low. It's a double-edged sword. It pumps the market a lot, but it also dumps the market a lot. It goes both ways. That's what she said. So this is absolutely very big, and it's just something I am waiting for here, and it's something we've been talking about for a while, that for that increase in volatility. And I really think at this point, that's the only way that we can see this. If we have to see more capitulation. I still don't think we've really seen it yet. And what does that capitulation mean? Does it mean that we ultimately do break these lows set back January 23rd? I think that's very likely at this point, considering we're only $1,000 away from it. But the bigger question is, does that mean we break the lows that we set back here in the summer of 2021, which would require that we go below 30,000? So that is the huge question. Is that the point where the shorts just get too ginormous to sustain themselves and dumping just occurs? And as well, tomorrow we are going to see the SPX. It's not going to look good, probably. And we're going to see the DXY open up shortly as well. And that will further dictate which way Bitcoin moves. But again, looking on this macro chart, this weekly chart for Bitcoin, this weekly trend line right here is absolutely dumped. Now, again, we've seen little breaches of this on the weekly chart, but we've seen it quickly get back above this trend here. So unless... basically, as I just said, unless we have a very quick short squeeze or short move within the next few hours, considering this weekly ends, again, it's very unlikely, to be honest. The fact this is happening on a Sunday is very telling. The fact this is happening on a Sunday is not good for weekly structure, which is a objectively important structure. And we're not seeing any really volume come in to show any signs of a reversal. This is going to keep dumping until, in my opinion, we see a massive squeeze of shorts. And we are simply not seeing any evidence of that just yet. Meaning it's very likely we have more pain in store until we start seeing signs of that. Because again, in my opinion, there is going to be that moment, but we just have not seen it yet. It's going to happen very quick. So it's not like something we'll be able to see days and days in advance. That would kind of defeat the point or defeat the definition of a short squeeze. If a short squeeze was something that everybody always saw coming, then they wouldn't happen, right? They have to be a little bit unpredictable. They happen very, very quick. So with that being said, there are a few things I just want to highlight here. Obviously, Bitcoin, not only is it below 35K, it's below 34K at this very second. Maybe by the time this video gets uploaded, maybe we're seeing that squeeze. I personally think we are going to see it sooner than later as we're seeing that price capitulate, okay? Big red weekly candle like this. Multiple very big red daily candles as well. These are the moments when it's getting exciting because we can start seeing that switcheroo very quickly here. But again, in my opinion, it's very likely we start seeing a little more dumpiness first. In fact, I'm not really even going to read any of these articles. Obviously, a lot of them repeat the same thing of Bitcoin dumping. Bitcoin is in extreme fear, that's for sure. I believe I had an article up here of it showing it was like the fear and greed index was like 18 or something like that. Yeah, currently in extreme fear. Now extreme fear. Yesterday extreme fear. Last week extreme fear. Last month fear. So my experience in crypto has told me that when we're seeing this is got to be close to a bottom signal. But does that mean we're not going to be seeing any more pain? No, I think honestly, what we need is that final slap, that final breaching of the bulls to really just send people into psychological madness, right? That is how these markets work. For months and months and months, everyone's been relatively bullish compared to the past in terms of dumps, considering the fact that Bitcoin hasn't been performing that well for the past year and a half, not having a blow off top or anything like that. So a lot of people are very optimistic. And let's be honest, again, with psychology, you need to destroy that optimism. I don't know why I said it like that. You need to destroy that optimism in the markets And that very much looks like it's what we're close to doing here, with targets 29K as Terra weathering a FUD attack of about 300 million. Again, I just think it is very important. Again, we're even seeing the Tether FUD resurface. The Tether FUD is something we've been hearing about for the past, as long as I've been in crypto, for like 6 years. Okay, it's something that has always been there. So with that being said, I think it's very important to watch these markets, because if there's ever a time that we're going to see a short squeeze or just massive capitulation, it will be this week. It could be today. I personally think it'll be more when that stock market opens. So not today, tomorrow. Just very exciting times, because yes, if you're holding Bitcoin, if you're holding crypto, your portfolio is significantly down. And at this very moment, we basically, we're just inches and squinches from setting a low of 2022, but most importantly, potentially setting that low, breaching what we saw in the summer of 2021, which is absolutely, if I could put it into one word, simply ginormous. Okay, one word. Ginormous. So you guys, absolutely tons of alerts as well. If you guys are any bonuses, deals, make sure to check out the links below. My goodness, it is absolute chaos, absolute pandemonium, absolute dumpage in these markets. And yeah, I have one Twitter, one Instagram, and if you're interested in any bonuses, make sure to check out everything below. But without any further ado, it's free.